ever, of everything you've said, controversial, and you know you've upset people with things you've said, do you ever regret saying it or feel you should apologise?
No, I don't regret saying anything that I've said because I'd stand by it. And I think in the house, whilst maybe people got to see another side of me or a side of me beyond maybe 5 minutes on a sofa or 2 minutes on a radio or 140 characters on Twitter, there is still a very hard side to me, a side that says, no, the taxpayer shouldn't be paying for your kid to go to school when you pay £4,500 on the transportation of your horses.
Yeah, no, that's an opinion that you have, but I'm on about personal attacks, personal opinions. Do you ever think I shouldn't have said that and I should apologise?
Give me an example.
Well, for instance, when my sister was in Big Brother, you constantly, every day, day in, day out, went on about, I wish she'd put her ugly fat arm away. I wish she'd pick up her very droopy breasts. She looks like an old person that smells of, she didn't put this politely, but urine. And as a family, that was really, really hard and I just thought, can you imagine somebody saying that about your family? Do you ever think, actually, I shouldn't have said that?
No, and people say hard stuff about me all the time, obviously.
No, but
if you let me answer... No, I'm going to answer. I am going to answer if we let me answer, of course. And the thing I would say is, you know, there are hard things that are said. I wasn't the biggest fan of your sister on Celebrity Big Brother, and I was a massive supporter of Jim Davis, and I suppose as adversaries, you have to pick your sides.
Absolutely.
And I was always Team Jim.
Do you not think you should have looked into... The reason her arm is that fat is because she's had breast cancer and she has lymphedema and she's had a mastectomy.
We all have.
And her biggest insecurity in life is that arm that you constantly, day in, day out...
And how many times, you know, I think I get a lot of comments, for example, every day about maybe I've got a big nose or I look like Princess Anne or a horse face or any of the other insults that people want... people want to throw at me, and I accept those things that people throw at me. But I guess I've always said that, you know, if you put yourself out there on TV, you have to accept that people aren't always going to like you, and you do have choices. I have a choice. I can stay at home and sit on my sofa, or I put myself out there and accept some of the comments that are coming my way, and I've been grateful for those.
That talking to a cancer victim and describing her as having droopy breasts, is that constructive criticism?
I think for me, I was Team Jim, and so I was with Jim all the way on this, and I didn't like the way she behaved in the house. I didn't like the way she
haven't answered my question.
Do
you think telling a cancer victim that she's got droopy breasts is a constructive, helpful criticism?
I'm not looking to do constructive, helpful criticism. I have 400,000 followers on Twitter because some people find me witty and entertaining.
No, but I'm not looking for how you get 400,000 followers on Twitter by trading them off.
Then the reason people read the stuff you write is because you write fairly harsh and direct stuff about individuals. So we have to say we operate in the same business.
I have never picked on someone's breasts because they're a cancer victim. I just think there are other ways to have a go at someone. And
we could pick on this one item and talk about it for 15 minutes.
No,
we could move this along.